All right, we are going to look at example 4 here, and on the bottom you'll also see the two different forms that I discussed in this slide, the slope-intercept form and point-slope form. As you can see in the description of example 4, it says use the point-slope form, but we're going to find an equation of the line with slope -4 that passes through -1, 4. So point-slope form is very convenient for setting up your problem, then eventually we'll be able to put it into slope-intercept form. But let's look at this. So we have a slope, and typically slope is expressed as m. So m is equal to -3. And then we have x1 and y1. And so we're used to this general labeling based on what we've discussed in previous slides. But you can see the similar notation in the point-slope form here, and we can see where we can substitute into the formula. So we have, I'll just write down the general form, y minus y1 equals m x minus x1. And then we want to substitute our given information into the formula. So we have y minus y1, that's 4, equals m, that's -3, and then x minus x1. Keep in mind, as I mentioned in the previous example video, that the x and the y, that's part of your formula. So you're not substituting anything into to x and y. Those are your variables in your formula for your function. Okay, so at this point, we just need to simplify. So we have y minus 4, and we'll go ahead and simplify the right side of the equation first. And we have -3, x plus 1. And then at this point, because we see that negative and negative becomes positive, and then at this point we want to distribute the -3 through the parentheses. So we have y minus 4 still equals, now we'll distribute the -3 through the parentheses, and we have -3x minus 3. Okay, and then at this point we want to do what we need to do to get it into the slope-intercept form. So at this point we want to just put the -4 onto the right side of the equation. So y equals, and then we'll have to add 4. Notice we'll have to add 4 to both sides of the equation. And that will leave us with -3x, and the -3 plus 4 is +1. Okay, and notice that it has f of x that's similarly y. So y and f of x are pretty much interchangeable. So, all right, so just to also point out, and notice that it says slope is m and the y-intercept is 0b. Notice I'll just point it out, it's not part of this problem because we already found the equation. We're done at this point. This is the equation. But notice that the slope is, and we already know the slope is -3. The slope is -3, but we also know the y-intercept. I'll just point this out right now. The y-intercept is the point 0b. So b is this point, the number that's added at the end. So the y-intercept is 0, 0b, so 0, 1. That is the y-intercept. That's where it crosses the y-axis, if we were to graph it. All right, let me know if you have any concerns at this point. This is what we're looking for, for finding the equation. So y equals -3x plus 1. All right.